Welcome to Superfast Tortoise.
Welcome to Superfast Tortoise.
Welcome to Superfast Tortoise.
Look who it is.
Today we're doing a deck tech on Lord WindGrace. But first, cue the intro. Today, we celebrate our 85 subscriber special.
I knew we'd find something special.
That's 85 awesome subscribers. I know on YouTube, 85 subs is not a lot, but it is the world to me that you continue to enjoy my content. And that is what I celebrate. You, the viewer.
Yes! Yes!
I give you my heart-filled thanks and appreciation. We have made it to our goal, and I have my creep to be thankful for. You are amazing.
God, I love being a turtle!
Let's go on an adventure. Lord WindGrace is on his way. Let's go on an adventure. Landfall triggers are on their way. Because the cat is where it's at. Because the cat don't wear a hat. We talkin' landfall, where bugs crawl, where elementals are law. Watch the plant grow, where the synergy flows. Your mind will blow, so have no fear. Put on your gear, and let's go on an adventure. Lord WindGrace is on his way. Let's go on an adventure. Landfall triggers are on the way. Haha, that song was just for you guys, and for today's special episode. But now, on to the commander. Lord WindGrace. First, let's understand his ultimate ability to put 2/2 forest walking kittens on the battlefield is just okay. Extra filling to the pie. What we really want is his first two abilities. His +1 to discard a card, to draw a card or two if a land is discarded. That is what we want for this deck. With his -3 ability to bring back up to 2 lands from your graveyard to the battlefield, that is landfall heaven. Especially with fetch lands. These two abilities are what I built the deck around, and it's glorious. Also, this deck is 88% casual and lets you set up fast. So let's go on an adventure.
Okay, perfect, great, okay.
Let's start with the mana ramp and fixing cards. Here, you will see your basic mana ramp cards with other cards that let you play lands from your graveyard and cards that will let you play additional lands on each of your turns. Starting with Expedition Map. This is good for getting non-basic lands from your deck. Then we have Wayfarer's Bauble, Rampant Growth, and Fork in the Road. This helps work with our graveyard strategy. We have Farseek, that gets us lands with super basic land types, like shock lands and your cycle lands. And Sakura, Tribe Elder. Then we have Colony Heart Expedition. It builds up with landfall and is great for our synergy. We also include Lotus Cobra to bonus from landfall triggers. We have Kodama's Reach. And Cultivate, as auto includes. We run Solemn Simulacrum for a small body with small gains. We have Ramanap Excavator and a Crucible of Worlds to let us play lands from the graveyard. We run Azusa Laspa Seeking, Wayward Swordtooth, and Dryad of the Elysian Grove to let us drop more lands from our hand onto the battlefield. And finally, we run Nissa Who Shakes the World, which is who we want to use for doubling our forest mana. Her 2 abilities are just extra sauce. Her +1 works great with creating creatures with our land, and is not too consequential since we have the ability to get lands back from the graveyard. Then we have her -8 ability, which turns all our lands indestructible and lets us do a massive landfall drop. She's incredible.
The air is clean, the water's clean, even the dirt is clean.
Now, on to the card draw portion of the deck. We have Harmonize to start with. Then, Phyrexian Arena, We also have Blood Gift Demon, which is like Phyrexian Arena on a creature, but you are able to target an opponent for political gain or life drain at the cost of a card. Then we have Tireless Tracker to make treasure tokens at landfall, which is great with fetch lands and synergizes amazingly with Azusa and Lotus Cobra on the field. We also include Valakut Exploration. This enchantment is great for expanding your hand with the options given at landfall, and the best part is cards exiled with it are put into your graveyard while mass damaging your opponents. Then we have Worldly Tutor to fetch for some wicked creatures for your benefit. Then we have the Demonic Tutor, which is very form-fitting throughout every step of the game. Then at the end of our card draw list, we have Luca, Coppercoat Outcast, to which I got to say performs like a champion in this deck. Starting with his ultimate, it is board state dependent, but with the right setup can clear a table with a single activation. His +1 gives you the top 3 cards of your library to feed you more creatures. His -2 ability is strong, especially with derpy tokens to get you stronger creatures on the board. Luca is a badass in this deck. Going on to the removal list now, I purposely did not put in a lot of removal in this deck, because I want newer players to learn how to upgrade this deck, while being able to be more interactive throughout the game. We begin with Putrefy, onto Death Sprout to give us a landfall trigger as well. We also include Assassin's Trophy to keep a cheap, versatile removal spell in hand. We include Maelstrom Pulse, and Sever the Bloodline. These 2 cards are to help thwart against other token decks and other shenanigans.
Brilliant but lazy.
Just to be clear, we are going nuclear. Like fruit so ripe, we are on the board wipes. Starting with the classic Damnation. Onto Crux of Fate. We have All Is Dust to clear the board of many colored permanents. For some fun, we have Killing Wave, and for the way this deck ramps, it is worth the inclusion. Same with Black Sun's Zenith. And to our final board clear, we showcase Ugin the Spirit Dragon. Starting with his ultimate Neg 10 ability, he gives you a lot of bang for the buck. His first +2 ability is just a lightning bolt effect. And for his reason to be in this section of the deck is his Neg X ability, which destroys all colored permanents with converted mana cost X or less, and is just overpowering in a game of Commander.
Well, if it's a crime to look good, guilty as charged.
And onto our reanimation station of the deck. Instead of going for all direct bland reanimator spells, I did my best to make it more fun and interactive for the end user. Starting with Reanimate. Onto Animate Dead. We include Beacon of Unrest that can target artifacts and creatures. And for some interesting interactions, I added the enchantment aura Journey to Eternity to the deck, which has a cute combo synergy with Sakura Tribe Elder and transforms into Atzel Cave of Eternity, which is a land with reanimation stapled onto it for 5 mana. And another fun interactive card added to the list, we have Rakshasa Debaser. Your opponents will need a Mind Eraser for this reanimating kitty demon, because this cat is fat, taking creatures from an opponent's graveyard at attack. In addition, he has a sick encore activation. No time to waste, this creature wants haste. And at the end of this list, we bring in Sheoldred, the Whispering One. Bringing a fun personality to the table, she is always a hit at the party, and is always welcome in her abilities to cause opponents to sacrifice creatures on their turns, and reanimating your stuff on your upkeep.
This is special.
Reluctantly crouched at the starting line, engines pumping and thumping in time, the green light flashes, the flags go up, churning and burning, they yearn for the cup. Haste is key with maneuverability. We enter the haste engine portion of the deck, so we simply just don't get wrecked. We have no peeve with lightning grease, equipping for 0, it is easy to see. Grinding our teeth filled with dust and soot as we tighten our trusty Swiftfoot boots. Enjoying the songs hidden in the rhythm of the wild, no way are we just going to sit idle. While the forest burns brilliantly in the fires of Yavimaya, drumming and thumbing our creatures are vile. As we turn and churn with our gut filled up, fervor builds passion and raises the cup. So vast and nimble as we cusp, our goals lead to victory. That's what's up.
Excellent!
Now, on to the creatures of the wild part of the deck. Starting with the ever-growing Omnath Locus of Mana. Onto the terrifying Hellkite Charger. Into the fearsome Itali Primal Storm. We have Scoot Swarm to spam a buttload of tokens. Into Avenger of Zendikar. And the romping, rampaging Baloths. Into Phylath, World Sculptor. Interesting synergy here is Avenger of Zendikar and Phylath are like buddies, sharing abilities to buff plant tokens on their landfall triggers, and they synergize great with cards like Wayward Swordtooth, Azusa Lost But Seeking, and Dryad of the Lycian Grove. Then we have the Tormented Demon, Obnixilis the Fallen. And at the top of this list, we have the monstrous Primordial Hydra.
Pizza Dude's got 30 seconds.
Now, we find ourselves at the deck support cards. And we start with the classic Berumbra, which combos off with both Omnath, Locus of Mana, and Hellkite Charger. With Hellkite Charger, you get infinite combat steps, and with Omnath's Locus of Rage, every time he attacks, you can pump him up some more to make him a bigger creature. Then we have the underrated Elixir of Immortality. And here, we end this section with Vraska, Relic Seeker, where her ultimate straight up drops an opponent's life total to 1, her +2 gives you a menacing 2/2 pirate, and her -3 works as removal for artifacts, creatures, and enchantments, then gives you a treasure token.
Now, at exactly what point did we lose control here?
Now, onto the final segment of the deck tech. We have arrived to the mana base, the lands, and we are going to lightning round this section, starting with 5 forests, 4 mountains, and 4 swamps. Then we have Sheltered Thicket, Cinderglade, Rootbound Crag, Stopping Ground, onto Canyon Slough, Temple of Malice, Dragon Skull Summit, and Blood Crypt, onto Overgrown Tomb, Woodland Cemetery, Temple of Malady, including Command Tower, Mana Confluence, City of Brass, and Grand Coliseum. We have Savage Lands, and onto our fetch lands we have Wooded Foothills, Bloodstained Mire, Terramorphic Expanse, Evolving Wilds, Fabled Passage, and Jund Panorama. These lands are core mechanic in our deck, and work with cards like Azusa Lost But Seeking and Crucible of Worlds. Then we have Mikakaro, Center of the Sea, and Westvale Abbey, which transforms into Ormondal Profane Prince.
Damn!
Thank you
Thank you,
for watching my deck tech, and if you want to join the Tortoise Creep,
creep.
hit the subscribe button down below. Leave a comment. How did you like the deck? What would you change about it? I would love to know. And hit that bell for notifications so you know when I come out with a new video. Until next time, play wise, my friends.